I like that.
What is up, man?
We got Wild Japan in the house.
What's up, Wild Japan? Good to see you. Happy New Year, everybody.
New Year.
We're missing a guy. I don't know what to say about that. He'll be here shortly.
Zaywall.
Yep.
Grant.
Feel free to ask all you need in the chat there. That's what the chat is for.
Yep. Thanks, Wild Japan. Stanley did some work on that for us.
Appreciate that.
Grant setting the standard on the first episode of the year.
We're gonna hide him, Ben. We're hiding him.
Yep.
And we will bring him out when we get this live stream to a dozen thumbs up.
Yep.
Until then, he's gonna be in live stream jail.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
We're going full YouTube on this year.
Hope everybody had a good Christmas and a good New Year's and all that stuff. What did you do, Stanley, for Christmas and New Year's? Anything spectacular?
Yeah, so a couple of things. I need to get this out there like right now so that I can actually break into the whole thing. I had spent a lot of time with the family, like way too much. I'm sick of them. I never want to see them again now.
Yeah, right.
Then I hit the ground running, and man, I had so much fun with this. Like December 31st, I just got a wild hair and started just hitting it hard. Man, I posted like a couple of shorts. I posted a video or two, had a couple of live streams, and just had a ball doing all of it. So I'm like, I feel fresh. I'm ready to hit the ground. And one cool addition, I may implement this into the videos or something at some point, but I'm having fun with this. My very first bottle of homemade wine. I've never done this ever in my life, so we are going to witness it live here. Like if I die and if I go blind or something, it's going to happen here on the live stream.
Awesome. That'll bring in the views.
Yeah. So, cheers to a new year, gentlemen.
Cheers.
Let's see how this
Very
goes.
cool.
How about yourself, John? How was your Christmas and New Year?
It was peaceful. Had a good Christmas. Got a granddaughter. The youngest that was here got way too spoiled. Looked like we had presents for 15 people under the tree. Yeah. I got a lot of good like pew security type stuff, which was nice.
That was part of our Christmas too.
Yeah.
Good.
And then I also rang in the new year and my 60th birthday.
Cheers to that, by the way. Happy birthday.
Thank you. I'm officially old.
And as a little note on that, in case you saw that at the beginning of the deal, we are celebrating John 23 days until they are finally getting rid of this guy.
Right. And you know what the cool thing is? So this week, Friday is my normal day off, right? And the president declared a national holiday to mourn
just for you,
Carter, on Thursday. So I'll be off Thursday also. The following week is my week they call it out processing. I go turn in gear and do all that fun stuff. And then my last 2 weeks of January, my last 2 weeks of work, I'm actually on leave. So after next week, I really won't work anymore. I'll be on the books for 2 more weeks, but I won't be working.
And then there's not a whole lot they can ask you. You don't have any gear or anything.
I'll turn in the computer, everything. So
yeah, keys,
everything.
Awesome.
I'll have to park the tank for good. All that on.
Have you driven a tank? Oh man,
I've not driven a tank. I've driven a lot of big vehicles in the Army, but I've never driven a tank. I haven't driven anything. I've never driven anything with tracks.
Really? Yeah. You know what? Actually, neither have I. I've driven a few things in doing construction, but nothing with tracks. I hadn't done a crane or anything.
All right, same here. Ben, how was your holidays? Did you get anything cool? Get to go do anything cool? Are you all staying
did some
warm?
fishing.
Yeah. This cold front, man. So we've got really cold weather coming Thursday with 90% chance of precipitation, whether it be sleet, rain, or snow, or ice, or whatever. So I have a feeling Friday morning is supposed to be like 29 degrees. I have a feeling the city of San Antonio will be shut down.
Yeah, we don't do cold weather very well down here.
No, if we get some ice or snow, we're going to shut the city down. I have a feeling that might happen this Thursday night through Friday. Oh, did a little Surfside, all whiting, CPR. Nice. Very good.
Take what you can get. That's what I was gunning for, man. I was out there and I was just like, whiting is all I say that. Whiting was all I wanted. And then I ended up, I'll tell you what happened. I ran into, on December 31st, we were out, had a little bonfire on the beach, family get together kind of a thing. And it was miserable conditions. I actually locked myself out of the truck. It was a really fairly miserable trip. And as I'm sitting there, Rich was just down the street. He came and popped jimmied the truck open for me. And as he's leaving, Nick Meyer and Sammy from Everyday Beach Life were cruising down the beach. And dude, it was the coolest thing. I'm out there. I'm in a foul mood. I'm not having it. You know, like Rich is literally just driving off from having jimmied open the truck. It's like 25-mile-an-hour winds. It's cold. Can't keep the fire going very well. Whatever. I'm liking New Year's, hanging with the family, stuff like that, but it just was kind of a rough one. Right. And so these guys come rolling up in their golf cart, and both of them are like, Stanley! And I was just like, dude, that cool. Just like made my day right there. They pulled up, we started talking about doing some fishing trips and stuff like that, and that lit the fire, man.
That's very
so cool. After that, I ended up going for Pompano and doing all right the next day.
Nice. Well, Japan had family over. Nice. Show them. I like that. Your wife liked the snow until she realized it was cold, huh? My youngest daughter, when she was going off to college, said, I want to go up to North Texas to college. It's so cool up there. And they get winter. I'm like, okay. She did one winter up there and it snowed and everything. And she's like, I've had enough of this. I want to leave North Texas.
Yeah. I love snow in South Texas because it only happens once every 20 years.
Yeah.
And it snows and it's powdery. And then the next day it's gone. There's none of that like frozen roads, ice pack, with the mud melt underneath. None of that. It's just snow and then gone.
Yep. How you doing, Aeon, from Thailand?
What's up, man? Appreciate you coming hanging out with us, sir.
Yep.
Happy New Year.
I'll check on our missing person here.
Where are we at with likes? We got 7 people in here. We don't have our dozen likes to be able to pull Grant on yet. He's in YouTube jail until we get the likes because we're going full YouTube this year.
Yeah, we are.
Real quick, let me. I'm gonna pull up some pictures from my little outing. Check this out.
Oh, nice.
These were like all the pretty parts of the days. When the cold front was blowing through, it was miserable. But I got pictures of the good times.
Nice pompano. So they're down there the winter months, huh?
Yeah, they're weird. They want clear water and they want I forget, like 55-degree water temps. I think 55, 65 or something. They're just all over the place when you get that. I don't recall the exact water temperatures, but those were the 2 things where they are just all over the place if you get those things.
Wow. That's crazy.
And they're building up Bob Hall Pier. They're starting to work on that guy.
I've seen that. Ben, we go fishing. Glad you're here. Listening while working out. Oh, New Year's resolution.
I like that. I appreciate. If you need an accountability partner, I got your back on that.
What is today? Today is the 7th. All right, you've made it 7 days. You're sticking to it.
It's next Friday. There's a name for that. The day where everybody quits their New Year's resolution
Day or something like
Quitter's
that.
Day.
Smoking some duck.
Nice.
Now, you mean the bird, or is that a name for something else that, one of those cool people
That's some kind of variation of something that's going to get us demonetized?
Hey, man, you got some duck?
Like that, what they call it, like northern Mississippi?
Working out on this neat pour of tequila. There you go.
Nice. Hey, cheers to that, man.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, we got some stuff to talk about today. Crazy
We
stuff.
do, yeah.
Crazy stuff. Oh, actual duck.
Oh, actual duck.
Never had smoked duck.
I haven't done that either. That actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
Have you ever had Brahma hump?
No, I have not.
That is my new favorite thing in the world. It's like the most buttery, marbled brisket you've ever seen in your life.
Wow. Sounds yummy.
All right. The topic of conversation tonight, guys, and we're going to be talking about all kinds of fun things. But so this thing popped up. It was an article that I was reading. I was like, man, we got to be talking about this. Did you know? Let's see, what's a fun one? There are like all of these weird hunting laws. It's important to be informed with the laws and the guidelines and the rules when you go hunting and fishing.
And that's what we like to do.
You might not be aware of.
Informed.
Yeah, you need to know. You need to know these things because it's important for you to be hunting
safely,
correctly. I guess
within,
I don't know.
Within the rules.
Yeah, exactly. Within the rules of the established rules there. So yes. I've got a list of them, and check this out. Like this one right off the bat is the one that kind of gets me more than any of them. There's a few like bangers here, but check this out. In Vermont, you are, I don't know if you're not allowed to, basically you're not allowed to sell deer urine. It is against the law to sell deer urine in Vermont.
Oh man, I guess I better not sell it in Vermont then.
So if you're planning on taking deer urine to Vermont and making some money, that's the wrong place to be going. Their reasoning behind it is that they can't verify the quality of the urine. And I guess I appreciate that.
Might not be organic urine. I'm looking for the only thing I can think of is like people doing false buck rubs and putting deer urine on them to help attract deer. But other than that, what the hell are you doing with deer urine anyways?
Well, so so it's a funny one, especially on the surface. And if you're not a hunter, this sounds ridiculous, but there's actually a little bit of merit behind it. By the way, Alaska, Virginia, Arizona, Pennsylvania are also, they also do not permit the use of real deer urine. And they use that to attract them and stuff like that because, urine purposes. But the reason they ban it, and the reason they ban it on the basis of not being able to verify the quality of the urine is because Vermont is a chronic wasting disease-free state. Oh. And they're not confident that deer urine dealers can guarantee that the urine they're selling is CWD free.
Hey, what do you do for a living? Oh, I sell deer piss.
You're one of those guys.
It's illegal to shoot a camel in Archer City, Texas. What? That sounds like
you better not
invasive species. Sounds like an invasive species. You should be allowed to kill it. Wonder what camel tastes like. They got humps.
I want to say I've had camel. I bet you camel hump is amazing. Brahma hump's amazing. I bet you just added a new item to my bucket list. Camel hump.
You can't. Don't do it in Archer City.
But not in Archer City. Or Arizona, too. I think it's illegal in Arizona.
To shoot a camel.
I believe so. Let me check.
Wow.
Because that was one of the ones I was looking at.
I know there have been camels here in Texas down Coast and everything, they used them. The military did and stuff. But wild Japan camel was good. A little fatty and naturally salty. Had it in Tunisia. Huh. Wow.
In Arizona, you may not hunt camels. Apparently, this is a thing.
I guess.
If you're going out hunting for camels, you really need to be careful about where you're at. You need to watch those fence lines.
Yeah, maybe get them to cross over into New Mexico. Maybe it's legal there. I don't know.
There's a burger place in Waco that sells camel burgers, and I haven't had it. But yeah, I remember seeing that because that is on my bucket list. Camel, and they got weird ones. Huh. I don't remember them all.
That is crazy. So, no shooting the camels.
You can't shoot camels in Arizona. You can't shoot them in what is it, Archer City?
Mm-hmm.
It is, however, it is legal in Texas to go hunting if you are blind. That is okay.
All right. So first part of that is like, but so there's two different things.
Because Texas.
Yeah. There's legally blind and there's actually can't see shit blind. And I think that's
true.
The difference. So
You're right.
DJ Infantry, right?
Yeah.
Legally blind.
He does hunting, doesn't he?
He does hunt. Yeah. So I think that's probably why that's in there, to allow folks who might need, special gizmos to make their sight better, considered legally blind, but not actually can't see anything. You know what I mean? I would not hunt. I know it sounds bad, but I wouldn't want to hunt near them.
Man, I wouldn't go so far as to say I wouldn't hunt near them, but I'll tell you right now, I might go hunting with infantry, or if I had somebody that I was close with, if, one of my friends, relatives that I know, if they were blind.
Yeah.
But God, I would be so
imagine
cautious.
You're paying for a hunt and you show up and all right, we got 3 guys here. You're all going to be hunting this area right over here. By the way, Joe here is blind. We're going to put him right beside you and this guy. And I'm going to be like, wait a minute. I got to get shot by Joe. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Of course, on the other side of the coin, if you're sitting there in the blind, that's funny with the blind guy. And he's sitting there and you're like, oh yeah, definitely. You go for the one on the right. I'll go for the one on the left. The one on the right, look at the rack on that guy, dude.
There you go.
So,
well, Japan says you can't hunt wild horses legally in the U.S., which I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
You got to pack them up, catch them live, and then take them to the glue factory or the dog food factory.
It's a lot of work, but I guess if they're that good, that's a double.
Ben said he had a blind guy qualify in his concealed carry class. So there you go. Legally blind, not actually completely like zero.
Yeah,
sight.
That makes sense. Yeah, and if he's qualified, I mean, that says something,
Yeah. Yep.
I'm all right with that.
Double blind.
I think you don't believe Northeast Thailand hunting and eating rat too, but not horse rat, not house rat one.
Well,
I do believe that.
Yeah, because what are those ones in? They're invasive too. They're in Louisiana mainly.
Oh, those real big ones.
Not Nutria.
Nutria, right? Yeah.
They're huge. Yeah, they eat them, and you look at it like that's a big ass rat. But I guess I eat squirrel, and squirrel same kind of family. I think they're all rodents.
It's a rodent. I mean, I would. I'm not going to say they're very high up on the list, but I mean, at some point in my life, I'm going to have raccoon and possum, right?
Yeah, I've had raccoon. Now, Nutria-rats also are vegetarian. They eat plants and roots, so I guess that makes them a little better tasting. I don't know.
That, and also one of the things about rats is I don't want to be eating them if they're living out of a dumpster in New York City.
Right. Exactly.
But if you come across a rat out on a ranch in a field, I'm not as worried about that. I'm not saying that's what I'm targeting.
The laws here in Texas to see if you're allowed to hunt rats.
As long as you're blind.
Only blind people can hunt the rats.
So, okay, check this out. According to Wild Japan, and this I feel requires some exposition.
Raw horse. Would you? Oh my God.
Yeah. So horse is
walking
pretty good.
into a farm,
Well, only raw.
A horse.
Was this like sushi? Were you just like really hungry out in a field one day? How does this happen?
Horse pissed you off and you just gave it a bite.
You're like, you know what? Screw the glue.
JNC No Limits. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, man? Happy New Year. How's Cassie? How are the kids, man?
You're right, man. Pandemic with you. Yeah, we're gonna be eating contaminated rats and we're all gonna die from it. Yeah, you did. You came in on the butt end of a
well, I mean, you missed a couple of good ones. We're talking about blind people hunting, and we kept that actually like totally clean. Like that wasn't even something we're going to get canceled for.
Yeah. Talked about illegal to hunt camels in certain areas.
Yep. Do not sell deer urine unless you can prove the quality of that urine.
Yeah. In Vermont, right? No, yeah. Was it Vermont or was it Wisconsin? Where was that?
Vermont was the big one, but it was also Alaska, Pennsylvania, and a couple other states. Glad to hear it, man. Please tell them we said hi. Give them a hug and also extend Happy New Year, man.
Yep.
What are your plans for the year? What do you got going on? For sushi.
Ah, man, I have a hard time.
Okay, raw quail egg. So I love that personally. There's a shot you can get, and nobody ever has this on the menu. But when you go to get sushi, they have a shot. I don't know if it's sake or vodka, but it's one of those, maybe both of those, with a quail egg and then a ton of different kinds of fish eggs and some like chives. And it is the most amazing uni shooters. Isn't that what that's called? Uni shooters? No, your mom will know. I think that's what it's called. They are amazing, but they're never going to be on the menu.
Doesn't sound amazing. Neither does horse, though.
It is. Oh, it's glorious. I could go through a dozen of them if they weren't like $20 a piece.
All right, you're gonna start posting on the tube again.
Nice. I was hoping you were going to say that.
So, what are some more crazy rules, Stanley? I know we got more.
All right, time for the next round. Let's see what we got here. If you are in Georgia, you cannot shoot deer in any lake, stream, or pond.
Can't shoot them in the water.
Can't shoot.
Can you rope them?
Can you rope? Well,
Yeah.
physically. Okay,
Come up,
that is
hide
an
'em on
excellent
your boat,
question.
rope them, pull them onto the
Right.
land, shoot them.
Yep.
That sounds legit.
We were doing a nilgai hunt, and we were down the Laguna Madre, and that's an excellent question because when we were going down there was another boat that was loading out next to us, and they were also going out for, I think they were going for deer or for ducks, and so everybody's got all their stuff loaded, and then we got all our guns, everything in the boat, and we're saying hi to each other as we're launching, and they're like, they got all their decoys, and they're like, what are you guys going for? We're going for nilgai. Like, oh, well, you're doing good. This is a good place to get them. They said, a good way to get them, you don't even need to shoot them. You just take your bow line when you see them swimming across the channel, and you just wrap that around. You drive right up to them, wrap it around their neck, and then you just drag them behind the boat and drown them. So, not the kind of hunting that I like to do, but just so you know, that was the idea proposed to us for that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was brutal. We didn't go hunting by them.
So you can't shoot deer in the water. I bet you there's more states that have a rule like that. Kind of
Probably.
like it's a disadvantage to the wild game to shoot them while they're in the water. That'd be like if there was some kind of creature that hunted humans and they had a rule you can't shoot them while they're in the bathroom. That's only fair. Don't
I would appreciate
on
that.
the toilet. Yeah.
Aliens, if you are listening, if you're going to come down and start hunting us, please we have weird rules for the stupid hunting that we do. If you don't mind, in the restroom, and maybe coitus. Okay, deer usually stay out of the water unless they're being pushed or threatened. I was fishing under a bridge up in Wisconsin a couple years ago, and we had a deer jump into the stream next to us. It was only like ankle deep. It was amazing, though. I mean, he was like 20 feet away from us.
That's cool.
Mom says rat tastes like chicken, but I don't like to eat rat because of the teeth. That makes sense. That would
beaver either, do you?
Right? Sheep's head.
Yeah, sheep's head.
Shark.
Yeah.
I would eat rat, but I would like to see it prepared interesting. Like, I don't want you to just throw a stick in it and throw it on the fire.
I'm not eating urban rat.
Definitely, yeah.
Muskrat or snoot, something out there in the wild, maybe. Yeah.
Yep. If you are in New Hampshire, you must put your name and address on all of your arrows for bow hunting. That one doesn't sound that weird. That makes that maybe on its surface, but it makes sense. You have to do the same thing with crab traps here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of. And look, your little Susie comes home and has an arrow sticking out of her shoulder. You just find the name and address on the arrow. Who's the idiot that just shot Susie? So, all right, Ben. I'm not going to complain. It shouldn't affect the flight of the arrow or anything. So I'm thinking that's a legit. I'm not.
My parents. I'll take a video of this next time I'm at the house. I don't know why I haven't done this. It's probably like a viral TikTok thing. It's waiting to happen. My parents have an arrow sticking out of the apex of their roof from the next door neighbor who just one day decided to fire one up in the air, and it landed at the apex, and my dad leaves it there just as a reminder for like gun safety or whatever. And ironically, you can kind of tell what house that came from because of the angle of the arrow. It's pretty obvious where it came from. Over the holidays, my brother and my dad were sighting in pellet guns in the backyard. Mind you, they're on like 4 acres in the middle of nowhere. They're sighting in pellet guns, and they were sighting them across the backyard towards this gentleman's house. And the gentleman was cussing them out for aiming pellet guns 4 acres away across towards their house.
He didn't know. God bless him.
Right.
COVID started.
That's 0 for 2 for that guy.
I like that one. Wow, that bat looks good.
Right. Yeah. I'll drink to that.
Yeah. So you're talking about shooting arrows up in the air. I'll tell a quick story. When I was a young man, me, my brother, and a buddy of mine, my brother had a 45-pound recurve bow. We would go out, we call it the Mesa. It's kind of just a desert area from our housing area over to the school and everything. We used to play, ride mini bike, all that fun stuff you do as kids back in the day that they don't do anymore. Burn stuff. And my brother would take that bow, put an arrow in it, and shoot it straight up, and we would just all run.
That's lawn darts.
Now it's completely idiotic. You don't know where to think, but
yeah,
we were kids. We were like, hey, let's try this.
That is straight up like 8-year-olds Russian roulette.
We used to shoot each other with pellet or BB guns out there.
Yep, same here.
The BB gun wars. Yeah. Yeah, we were pretty dumb back then.
Yeah.
And we all lived.
It was the strongest who survived, right? Like
exactly. Weed them out.
Next time you're at like work and you have some, sorry, my apologies, but if you have a millennial who's walking in and like, they need a mental health day, you're like, yes, you can have your mental health day, but you have to survive this.
I think they'd probably report you to HR.
Yeah, probably. Ben, by the way, you're speaking my dude, Demolition Man. That is an all-time favorite movie for me. I love that movie. Hey, if you are in Montana and it is hunting season, you're not allowed to use trail cameras. You can use them, just not during hunting season.
Ooh. Why? I'm trying to see the logic in it.
Oh, you can use cell phones if it's live. So that's another wrinkle to it. I don't understand why you can, if it's live, it's okay. But if it's taking pictures overnight or something.
Yeah, that's weird. That's really weird. I can't see a logic in how it would hurt the population of deer in some way because you have your trail cam up.
They say the school of thought is that trail cams create an unfair advantage.
Oh my God, the rifle you're shooting them with is an unfair advantage. The bow you're shooting them with.
I mean, the clothing you're wearing,
yeah. Gee, I think that's dumb.
The car you took to the range, the lease.
That's kind of dumb, I think. But hey, I don't live in Montana. I didn't get to vote on any rules up there.
So obviously we can see where this one's coming from, but it's still Texas. Gotta love Texas. If you are in a hotel in Texas, you may not shoot buffalo from the second story window.
Can you do it from the first story window?
Apparently.
Wow, that is crazy. Somebody had to have done that for them to make a rule against it.
Can you imagine that court case? They're like, this is absolutely, this Johnny's got to go to jail. This is unprecedented. If he'd have been on the third floor, we're fine with that. We're not unfair. We're not being, ridiculous here. But second story, come on, man. We have to draw the line somewhere.
That is crazy. Or the roof of the second floor. Huh, okay.
Yeah. Or the roof of the, exactly.
Great. Yeah, we got buffalo in Texas.
Yeah. If you can shoot it, we probably have one here. We got camel.
Oh, yeah.
Just not in Archer City.
Yeah, don't shoot the camels in Archer City. That's crazy.
Yeah. There's some good ones.
And in the room, they discussed that to make it a rule.
Yeah. There were men sitting down around a table being like, we have to have a really serious discussion about this, guys. It's causing a problem.
Could you imagine people shooting buffalo from the second story window of a hotel? That's
what
crazy.
Would our fathers think if we let this continue?
No,
that's funny.
The Denver Broncos are going to Buffalo. So good try there, Houston. But yeah, then you could shoot them, I think, those buffaloes. Man, there's something called the
Tochigi Tanuki
case where it's over ridiculous hunter behavior.
We got a lot of cases like that. I know there's got to be more Texas stuff on that list because I know we got some weird ones.
Yeah, I believe it.
But switching things over to Florida because Florida is also,
weird,
crazy. It is illegal for you. I'm sorry, I have to say it. It is illegal for you to molest deer in Florida.
Okay, again, like Joyce, don't look. Billy's over there molesting a deer. We need to make a law about that.
That law should have been named after someone.
Yeah. Yep.
There needs to be the little Billy Bob law or whatever. I don't even know what to say about that, dude. Like,
can't shoot a shotgun and orgasm. What the what? Well, that just ruins it all, doesn't it?
Is that just a Wisconsin thing? I need to know. Florida man strikes again.
Yep.
Wild Japan following up on the Tachiji Tanuki case he was talking about a moment ago. Because of the case, part of the hunter education and test is identifying animals and being able to tell the difference between animals. I like that. Have you seen Have you seen that South Park episode? I laugh at, like, this is in my head every time I go hunting. They had a thing about hunting on South Park where they were talking the loophole to every hunting thing was that as long as it's attacking you, you can shoot it.
Right.
So the whole joke throughout the whole episode is they're going and hunting like everything under the sun, and it's just like there'll be a little rabbit over there. They're going to shoot it, and they're like, okay, just before you shoot it, you got to say it's coming right for us, and then you're free to go.
Cornersville, Wisconsin. Okay, well, don't do that in that city.
All right, I'll remember that one. I'll stay out of that area. We're knocking a lot of places off the list of, I can't go to Vermont to sell my deer urine.
Right.
I can't go to Archer, Texas to get my camels, or Arizona.
Right.
I can't stay in any, the second story of any hotel in Texas.
I shoot a buffalo, yeah.
Yeah, you absolutely should. Not even kidding. You need to do, that's interesting. There's value in that.
Definitely.
All right, let's see what else we got. Oh, okay. This is an interesting one. In Connecticut, you cannot hunt fur-bearing creatures with dynamite, fire, smoke, brimstone, sulfur, gas, or chemicals.
Brimstone.
Brimstone's on the list.
Get biblical in there. Wow. Fire and brimstone.
This is God's hunting.
Yeah. So, say those again. What can't you use?
Fur-bearing creatures, which lends itself largely to squirrels, rabbits, things like that.
But you can't use what? Fire, brimstone, what else?
Fire, smoke, brimstone, sulfur, gas, chemicals, or dynamite.
Man, okay. No dynamiting animals in Connecticut. Got it.
Gonna have to take Connecticut off the list.
Yeah, if they tell you, if they have to make a rule about it, somebody did it.
Yeah. And they didn't just do it, but they did it to the point where they're like, we just can't be having this, boys. We got to put a stop to it.
But I used brimstone this time. No, you can't do that either.
Yeah, no. All right, fine. I'll just use sulfur. In Texas, you cannot hunt Bigfoot.
What? You're supposed to just let him run rampant and do whatever he wants? You can't hunt him?
There's got to be some kind of rule where it's like you can say it's coming right for us.
You got to protect yourself.
Yeah, it's coming right for us.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Wyoming. Okay, so here we go. Here's Wyoming. Wyoming keeps things sane, right? Like they can't be too weird. No. Unless it's January through April. You are not allowed to take a picture of a rabbit from January to April in Wyoming.
Like Playboy bunny, or they mean an actual furry rabbit?
It says rabbit. It doesn't even say bunny. It says rabbit.
January to April. Why would that be?
I don't. I don't. It doesn't even have a reason where they said that it goes completely ignored. Nobody enforces it. Okay. That makes sense. It's mating season, so say aliens, if you're listening.
Yeah, another thing not to do, aliens. So they want privacy for the rabbits. Well, and rabbits do proliferate a lot, so yeah.
Right, yeah, especially that time of year. Mm-hmm. Fox, coyote, bobcat, beaver in Connecticut, probably from smoking out or poison. Yeah, he's right. That's what they're doing. Exactly. Hey, tell Cassie we said hi. We'll see y'all later on, man. Stay in touch with us. Let us know, like when you're posting videos, man. We got your back on that. Looking forward to seeing what you got. Real quick here, we need to get to some photos, but just before we do, we had a couple of people, guys in the chat, if you don't mind giving us a little bit of help here. There's a couple people who had some questions in the server, and I told them I would bring it up in the stream tonight. I could use some expertise. It's a little bit more than what I got. Getting into field goose hunting, should I mix in snow goose socks with my Canadian goose spread? Does anybody know? I was hoping Grant would be here to help answer that.
I would say Grant's the guy. I do not know.
I presume, this was Benelli who posted this. I presume that Grant will probably be seeing this. I'll direct him to it. I'll have him leave an answer in the comments of the video. We will get you an answer. Ben here, he's saying yes, absolutely. No reason not to.
Yeah, I would think if they're there, then yeah. If snow goose are common in the area, yeah.
Ben's adamant. He says go for it. I would with I trust Ben, and with how adamant he is about that, I would say you're probably good to go on just that alone. He says, trust me. There you go. He doesn't hunt camel in Archer City. You can take his word for it.
That's right.
Oh, that was Grant's week last week.
Nice.
That's what we're missing out on is the story behind that. And then one other question. I'm duck hunting for my first time in my life in Kentucky. Any tips, pointers, suggestions on calls? This is another one, Reaper, that I would have passed this on to Grant. And again, I'll have him take a look at this and give some answers in the comment section down here. Unless Ben, Wild Japan, you guys do some duck hunting. You want to give some advice on this one? You got thoughts, John?
Here, ducky, here, ducky. No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm afraid I've never called him in, honestly. I've always just gone and kind of sat there, and it's been a long time since I've done that.
Yeah. Haven't shot a duck since I was a teenager.
No. My apologies for that, gentlemen. I'm sorry. We tried to have some answers for you. We will have some in the comments. I will get Grant on that. He'll take care of that. So just be a little bit of a delay. And if anybody else has any questions, feel free to join us in the Discord server and post them in there. We're happy to bring them up, or come and join us for these live streams. Leave it in the comments. We'll get you answers when we can. And oops, sorry. I'm gonna bring that back up, and then we'll get to the slides. There was a new, there it is right there. Okay, sorry. All right, so like I was talking about, I'm messing with new buttons, sorry. Gentlemen, it is that time. This is our photos of the week. This is brought to you by the Premier Fishing Hunting Discord server. There is a link in the description down below. Come and join us. Come share your experiences vicariously, or so that we can enjoy them vicariously through you. And let's take a look at the best that we have had since we took a break from our last season. First up, professional no fish catcher.
Beautiful.
Getting out and giving us a wonderful sunset.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Purdy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Keep those coming, man. Get out there and enjoy that fresh air. Also to Ghost, Wild Japan, and Ghoul.
Some Northern Lights over there. Nice. Waterfall.
I love how international we are with just fresh air, getting out in nature.
All right. Man, that water is almost flat.
Mm-hmm. I wish these guys would post where they're at. I'm gonna start harassing people about that.
Yeah.
G Llama and Pickles. That's Florida and Australia.
Nice. Purdy.
Yep. Oh, Wild Japan saying that's the waterfall is Keegan, Japan's second most beautiful waterfall.
Nice.
He's collecting beautiful waterfalls. And then kicking things off, we have Gunpoint Llama, who has been getting out into some ice fishing.
Brr.
Yeah, that's a lot of work for those little guys, but I bet they're tasty. And I appreciate the effort.
Yeah, a lot of variety.
Mm-hmm. He's going to get something. He scheduled his day. Like, I think he's out there on the ice right now and actually scheduled his work day. Like, he switched his schedule around specifically so that he could go ice fishing today.
Nice.
So hoping to see big things. EVR and Noah. Noah's out of Belgium over there.
Wow. Purdy.
And EVR. He always brings it with his catches.
Yeah, great shot too.
Yeah, it is. Whoever your photographer is, I would love for them to come and join me down on Padre for a day or two. Gib Noob, and of course, Big Hit Savage. And of course, that doesn't even begin to do him justice on the amount of fish that he has been going through the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, he's always killing it.
Fresh salt, cold, hot, hurricane, doesn't matter.
Right. Oh, sheepy.
Kiwi
Salty.
is on a tear over here.
Yeah. Snook.
I don't even know. Is that a Jack Crevel or is that a baby amberjack? What is that?
I would think it might be a yellow jack. It looks more like a yellow jack.
Okay.
Because they've got that shape and then they got yellow on the fins and tail.
Yeah, okay.
They're supposed to be real good. Sashimi.
Oh, I'll add that to my list. It's right there behind horse.
There you go.
I said yes, yellow jacks. Thank you. Appreciate that. I've not come across a yellow jack yet.
No, I've only seen people in Florida catch them. I don't know where else.
Yeah, I want to say he's in Florida. Looking at the number of mangroves and that porgy and
Snook.
and of course that snook. That just screams Florida. Oh, and that's his. What is this? This is his first sheep's head.
Oh,
and he had his first black drum. I think that's his first snook. Like, he had a lot of firsts on this trip.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That's one to be proud of.
Ooh, that's a big pump.
Yeah, I am super envious on that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
A lot of nice looking fish in that photo.
Thank you for the heads up on that. Okay, yeah, so Kiwi was in the Keys. That makes sense. That sounds right.
Yeah, I see a lot of people catching them bridge fishing.
Yeah, okay.
Man, that's some catching there. Is that halibut down there, bottom left, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
want to do that
that's
one day.
Ronnie did an Alaska trip.
I want to do that one day. That's on the list. That's a bucket list trip.
Same here. I have learned how to fillet those things from deer meat specifically so that I could do that trip and do it right.
That'd be cool. Man.
Snakehead doing his thing. Amy, Nanner, and Carlos. Carlos with a rare multiple shot a couple of weeks where he's getting some trips out there.
Nice. At first I thought that bottom center was going to be a flathead catfish, but now I'm looking at it like, no, that's not what that is.
Yeah, we never know what his stuff is. He had like those weird yellow perch and
barramundis.
We need our Aussies in here telling us what this stuff is.
Yeah. All kinds of crazy stuff.
I'll start trying to hit him up and get names on this stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Pickles. He had a hell of a week.
Yeah. Damn, that's a nice big red.
Yeah.
And
that's a stud red. Snook, I'm super jealous of snook, and sheep's head is just like one of my all-time favorite eating fish. So all high on my list.
Same here.
You get some free time on a pretty day, man. Come on down here to the jetty with us. Let's go get some sheep's head.
Right.
They are in February. They're Pretty good to get, pretty easy to get into.
Squid. Oh,
My sentiments
nice.
exactly.
Nice. Look at that little flounder up there. He's smaller than the lure.
He posted that. I had to laugh because he posted that with and he tagged it just something like absolute doormat.
Well, that's a foot-long lure, 18 inches long.
Yeah, exactly. Because, that's one of those big 18-ouncers.
Yep. Dang. Squid and everything. I'm jealous of that.
Yeah. And Lizard Guy was just another one of those. He was just every day. He had multiple squid he had caught and posting all over the place.
Nice.
Exactly. Yeah, he was working hard on those. So this doesn't even do like him justice on the quantity he was getting. Rupert's another one who was out there just really enjoying his time off.
Big old ladyfish.
Red snook, black drum.
Yep. Bass.
Really, really proud of that skipjack.
22 inch. Is that a server record?
No, because like I appreciate it, Rupert. But dude, you can't just like give me a line with a number on it. It's got to be a tape, dude.
Yeah, I got to see a measuring tape beside it.
Yeah, it's got to be something. It's not for me. It's got to be like somebody who's complaining about it. The guy who catches the 20-inch skipjack and he puts a tape on his, he can confirm it. You're not trying to win me. You're trying to convince that guy that he just lost. My daughter keeps calling it Iggy. That's cool. He had a video that he just posted while Japan did where they went to I don't know, was that a market or something where they had to go to the table with the little fishing rods. His daughter was just tearing it up. That's awesome.
Oh, a little bit of hunting action going on.
Yeah, we're getting into the red meat. Truman, Moneybag, Cyan, G-Llama, and Duck.
Whew, I wonder where turkey is in season right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Moneybag Yo got the geese. Was that a coyote or a fox?
Yeah, Truman got himself a coyote.
Coyote, nice.
And the video, he posted a video on that in the server. I was going to bring it up in here. I could not get the file because it's just weird. I couldn't get the file on here, but it was wicked. The video that he posted was all recorded through the scope. It was rad.
Very cool.
Really neat video. Worth watching if you're in the server.
Ducks. Duck, goose.
Bailey and lots of them. We got to get the dog's name. That dog was on the Wall of Fame last year.
Yeah, should be.
Wild Japan was at a shrine to catch a lucky fishes because long ago the head of the shrine stalked trout into the lake to introduce them to Chuzenji. Did I say that right?
Sounds good to me.
I'm an American, so that kind of gives me like the ability to mispronounce absolutely everything because I'm written off as arrogant.
Yep.
That's my excuse. I make a lot of apologies for my accent in Mexico. And then Huntsman and Pickles, not only was he like on the water, but he was also tearing it up on the hunting too.
Golly, nice.
Huntsman, looking forward to seeing you get something. You're out there working hard. You didn't have anything posted. My apologies for that, but keep trying. I want to see something. And, of course, before we get off, kicking off our 2025 Wall of Fame, we needed to take a moment to appreciate and celebrate everybody who was on our 2024 Wall of Fame. We are stacked.
A lot of folks, a lot of good-looking animals.
Yep. Congratulations to all of you guys. You're tearing it up over there. Now, there is no rest for the wicked. It is time that we begin our 2025 Wall of Fame, and it is we need to find ourselves somebody to add. Who's going to be the first person added to the Wall of Fame? Fish guy Josh with an awesome pompano, Pickles with that big boy red, or Truman with his coyote. Let us know in the chat now, A, B, or C.
I am gonna vote. How you doing, Terry? Welcome aboard.
Hey, Terry, good to see you, sir. I'm jealous. So, yeah, I'm with Ben on that one. Pickles, that's a rad red, dude. I got to give you a big pat on the back. That is a good catch. Truman, that's an awesome photo. Any one of these will do just fine as an entry on the Wall of Fame. But I am jealous of that fish and the family photo thing that kind of pulls on some heartstrings for me. Saltwater 24/7, who are you? Yeah, I know you're from the server, but I don't know the name and the YouTube account. Who are you? You don't have to tell me, but I'm curious. All right, let me get my little tally book out here.
That's Pickles.
That's Pickles. That's what I thought. Okay, just making sure. I had a suspicion that was you. My apologies, man. You absolutely deserve a big-time vote for that. That is a heck of a catch. And it's a gorgeous photo also.
Yeah, I had to vote for it.
All right, where are we at here? We got A.
4 A's. Two B's. Got 11 people watching. There should be some more votes. How you doing, Kirk Allen Outdoors Adventures?
What's up there, Mr. Kirk Allen? How are you doing, sir? You just popping in. You got to give us. There you are, man. Right on top of things, kicking out the vote. Thank you.
Perfect.
Calling in the coyote. Yeah, I agree. And that was a wicked video. Like, it was a really cool video that he posted in the server. And not gonna lie, like I feel kind of bad. Pickles is my boy over here, so I apologize for not getting my vote. I promise. I've seen the fishing and the hunting that you've been doing. You will be on the Wall of Fame. I guarantee that in 2025. We saw you multiple times in 2024. Not to mention some server records.
Well, I guess you can call it.
Yep, that is it. Guys and gals, give a huge pat on the back to Fish Guy Josh. Got himself the very first spot on our 2025 Wall of Fame. Congratulations, sir. You guys did a fantastic job. Also, a huge pat on the back to our waitlisters to kick off 2025. That is going to be Rupert, Big Hit, Pickles, G Llama, Lizard Guy, Kiwi, Carlos, and Pickles. Oh, yeah, Pickles. Making sure we got him on that. Closing notes. John, what can we expect to see from you next week when we do this all over again, sir?
I don't know. I didn't post up any of my sausage making stuff, so maybe I'll post some pictures or something like that.
I want to see that. I'm all about that. I've got a ton of stuff. I'm going to do a whole series of videos that I'm working on. I'm going to do a tutorial series of videos of like fishing on Padre Island. I'm kind of having some fun with. We're going to do some live streams whenever I get out there and I can get some time to do it because I had a blast doing that last week. And I survived my very first bottle of homemade wine.
Hey, you haven't died yet. Good.
I'm not blind, and it doesn't matter if I was blind. I'd still be hunting in Texas.
That's right.
So, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate having you here with us. We are super excited about kicking off a new year and a new Wall of Fame and everything in 2025. Make sure to get yourself into the Premier Hunting and Fishing Discord server. There is a link in the description down below. Get in there. Anytime you get outside, show us your pictures because we love enjoying the great outdoors vicariously through you and everything you do. Hope you have a wonderful night and a great weekend, and we will catch you again Tuesday when we do this all over again.
Peace out.
Have a wonderful night. All right. Bye, guys.